What up, everyone? I'm Vanessa Claire. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you all are doing well. So this reading is for all my Leos. I'm going to switch it up a bit. All my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Leos. And all my cross-stalking Leos. It's just someone who knows a Leo who's here to see what's up. So what's up, stalker? Hope you get all the information that you're looking for. Hope that everyone does, actually. So we're going to get right into it. How this goes is I'm going to start off with an oracle card, and it heads the reading, gives me guidance, tells me what we're saying, thinking, feeling according to our chakras, and I'll note back to it continuously throughout the reading. All right. Then we get into the situation, kind of look into what's going on there. Then we get into them and their side of the story. After that, we get some advice. After all that is said and done, we lighten the mood a little bit. But wait, there's more. With a rebel card, or a 3. Then, we move it along to a message from the universe, because you are the universe. So it always ties in nicely with the whole reading. So, let's get into it. These cards. Alright. Hold on. Excuse me. I can already tell this is going to be like, this is an energy. So, I always say this is an energy. But it is when I feel it and it's strong. How do I say it? It's intense. Meditation. Meditation. Crown chakra. Meditation, crown chakra, that's having clear thoughts and not having them mucked up by anything. Staying grounded, being centered within your thoughts and where they're going. So, very cleansing. Very cleansing. Alright, so, let's see. Leo. I saw the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So that's like soulmate, disappointing situations happening, going on with something that is really near and dear to your heart. It could be a job. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. But it's like things aren't turning out exactly the way that you expect it to. Kind of looking at negative aspects upon the situation. However, that 2 of Cups is upright, and that holds an energy. Wow. So it's prominent within your life. The 10 of Cups, very prominent within your life. Could be your family. It could be like family business too. But, however, I just want to say that it's feeling more and more like a person. It's something that's tied to your heartstrings. The King of Swords in the middle representing you in reverse. That Knight of Cups in reverse. What's that? Like, you see my cheek? Should put it through my eye, but, you know. 10 of Swords. Swords right through the eyes. Eee, the Queen of Swords in the middle to clarify that King of Swords. Alright. That Queen of Wands. Damn, what's going on? Alright, there's a lot of people on the table. So in the past, possibly, you could have been in a place, in a position where you felt like, you know those relationships where it's like everyone admires those relationships? That. Everyone likes, she's very fierce, well liked by her people. You know, she's fierce, she's sexy. And the 10 of Cups too, it's like having the social life and the home life and being fulfilled by the 2. Okay. The Strength in reverse. And then the 7 of Wands in reverse falls out, you know, but I want to be like, it felt so good and so perfect, but there was something holding back and just not, I want to be like, sitting with you, right? So it made, I want to be like, it's just time to give, right? The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. In the middle representing you. If I was going to be a king and a queen, it would be of the swords, because they do not lie. When the king of swords is in reverse, he's kind of being an asshole about it too. I don't... With the Knight of Cups being on the table, I want to say, in reverse, I want to say this isn't like very great energy. And then the Ten of Swords is on underneath that. That's a lot of things like being, I don't feel like that's like things being said behind your back that you don't even know about. I feel like it's like just, why do I feel that? The Knight of Swords, that's what I thought that was at first. I had to read it twice. I thought, so two knights on the table, knights become kings of the same suit. I feel like you're the peacekeeper in a lot of the situations. The Temperance just fell out. And it's finding balance and jumping on what's right. Alright, I want to say you could get caught up in your emotions possibly about, I want to say, things that are said. And you're, I want to say you're quick to say stuff to find the balance within things, but there's like this negative energy of like, it's coming from like, I don't want to say a sad place, but kind of like a sad place, where it's not gonna do anyone good. This is kind of wanting closure, right? And then I want to be like, what the fuck does that do for anyone? Like, I don't know, either you can sit there and want and need and desperate measures for closure, or you could just take it with a grain of salt and move on, for it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna let that thought linger on within you for how long? You know, I mean, I'm not trying to be like, what you gonna do, but everyone takes time, their own amount of time to like get over things, absolutely. But if that's what you're waiting on, some people may, you know, you might be ending up waiting for a while. And I don't want to think of people just sitting there waiting on closure when it's, they're missing out on everything in front of them while doing so, you know. The Five of Swords fell out. That's I mean, there's a fight. There's something. It's something serious that's factual and true, and it triggers like emotional responses within you. But I feel like you're standing behind facts, and I want to be like, you're so much. It's kind of frustrating you. I want to say, and into where you're just like you know when your person says the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. They stand in their truth. They preach their preaches, and they know what they're saying. It's that, and it's tired of saying the same shit over and over and over again, kind of, and being like, this is I want to say just walk away, because it's just, it could be like just this thought of like a karmic energy from this right here, of this was, I feel like this is good right here. This is like that in your face kind of like Leo love right there, you know what I mean? Like, but something broke you, it made you tired, you had to, I feel like it just didn't work. There's fights and stuff, truths came out, honesties, and trying to like make amends when you're overly emotional, too invested into it. It's like needing to walk away but not, and just being like, this is how it is, I've said this over and over and over and over and over, you know. You can know your truths and still be upset because people, you know, I feel the frustration here. The Four of Coins and the Eight of Cups. Walk the fuck away. Save it. Save it. Just walk away. And like, I feel like it'll save you time, money, energy. Not trying to just figure out what. I want to be like defending yourself. I want to be like, it's bringing up this like nastiness within you that's not doing anything any good. Yeah, you're right, but I mean, so I really want to be like, so what? Good, like, don't get caught up on what other people think. Alright, so we're going to move on. This deck represents them and their side of the story, Leo. When I say them, it can mean a lot of different people. It's whoever you think of when I speak. So, the Justice, the Two of Wands, I see. This is your perception of them. Yeah, okay. They speak a lot of truths. Okay. And you see their patterns, and they're very balanced. This is a person who could repeat the same things like the same way. You know what I mean? The star. You could be dealing with Libra or Aquarius, but they're very innovative. They think outside of the box. They're very magnetic, and kind of like their energy is bright and illuminating, kind of just like a star. But it's I want to be like it's different with the Four of Pentacles. And the Five of Swords. They have a lot of they could have just, I feel like, just samesies. Samesies. Having like, they're just walking away from honest truths, facts, fights that are cutting themselves short. Those are steps too. I feel like this person may not have always been like that, but that's just me picking up a vibe. So, but they've been there, done that. Like, all right. Five of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords, the Judgment, the Empress in reverse. This. The Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. They, I feel like they've been there, done that. Like samesies, you know, and they talk about it very fluently. It's Six of Swords. Once they know a thing, they can't unknow it. It's going with the flow. It's science, bitches. It's just knowing what they're speaking of, their truths. And by saying, I want to be like, by saying the same thing over and over and over again, it is excelling them, because it's kind of like I feel like it's something within, it's like their mantra, you know what I mean? They're mantras, and they keep on saying the same thing over and over again, and I feel like it's something positive, because Judgment, and the Five of Swords, it's forgiveness, it's being able to forgive anything, and knowing that's the momentum that moves them forward. The Empress in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles, it could have gotten them damn where by themselves, but they're very abundant. Like, that they're trying to learn how to grow within that. They could be kind of like a little bit of a nasty person. And when I say that, I mean like, it's just like, I want to say strict, and kind of like, in order to self-discipline, you know, in order to get themselves going in the momentum of, I hate being so generic, but higher purpose, and what they're really actually here for. They're the Prince of Cups, what they actually love, and that's forward movement with actually what they love doing, and like going for it, and because they want to, and they know that's how they shoot up to the stars, right? The Four of Swords to the Five of Swords. They're however, I feel like this person, though, is also kind of like, you can be, you know, even the happiest of people, and the people who are forgiving and everything like that, they still recognize, you know, that like shit's happening. It's okay to recognize that shit's happening. It's, I mean, like, acknowledging this stuff and being kind of like, well, what the fuck, you know, that's okay, because they're kind of like just, they're hitting a wall and being so forgiving, and being kind of like, you know what I mean? This is kind of like, the truth does hurt. This is 4, 5, 6, but it's the honest dead truth. Like, truth doesn't give a shit about your feelings. And they know that if they continue on, though, I feel like they're going to excel the star. It's what gets them up there. This is what I was thinking of when I was doing that earlier, too. It's like, that's what makes them different, too. I want to be like, not every light and love kind of person is peaceful. Some of them are kind of sassy. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, life isn't all peaches and cream. To every light, there's a dark. The Princess of Pentacles, Prince of Cups. They may be a little immature in the way they speak about things, too. But they're right and they're honest, and they're learning. They're learning, and they're learning what they love. I feel like their whole masculine's in it, and their whole feminine is in it, and when your whole masculine and feminine combine and they're balanced, yep, it just happens like this. It's like the Judgment, the Six of Swords, the Princess of Pentacles, and the Prince of Cups. I feel like that's just like, once those are balanced, there's going to be so much like forward movement and involvement. They're gonna evolve a little bit higher. The Princess of Cups. Ooh, that's being excited and getting butterflies in your stomach about the future. There could be children involved, but not necessarily. It's just the feminine side of them, of their energies, is more excited about it, I kind of want to say. So, I don't know. I'm smiling. It makes me happy. So, good for this person. Alright. So, moving fuck on. Some advice. Advice, please, for my Leos. The Knight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Knights become kings. And I like that. I like that. So the Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, it was face down. That's keeping what the seeds that you're planting a secret. Don't show them, don't flash them around. This is like that feeling of like, oh, plant weed plants, but don't show people your weed plants kind of vibe. I always say that with the 7 cards. It comes up as like, I don't know, cannabis for me. I don't know why, but it does. It's just the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, creating perfection but to your detriment. Don't how do I say this? Put too much focus on the seeds that you're planting. It's like watching a pot of water and hoping that it's going to boil faster by doing so. Okay, just note that the things that you are doing are being done. I want to be like, there's no reason to show it off. There's no reason to be cocky about it, to tell it. I even want to be like, tell anyone about. It adds that extra little thought energy into your like consciousness and your psyche, and you're just gonna change your energy about it. As soon as you say something, a reaction gets to you in some sort of way, it affects your whole thought process on the whole thing. So whatever you're planning on doing or starting on doing, just keep it low-key until it's time to, say things. The Knight of Pentacles, that's having a system and knowing when to walk away. Alright, and knowing when to, that's another thing too. It's like, just don't say anything too, because like sometimes things don't work out as well, and it's that thing of being like, well, you said you were doing this and this and this and this and this, you know what I mean? Where's it at? And then that adds more onto you, where you're like, and then you start dropping your goals because that's what's going on. You start kicking yourself in the ass and you can't do this because I tried this one time and I failed and I failed and failed, So, what no one doesn't know won't hurt them. The seed you plant at night, no one's going to know about. I don't know, they're not going to see you, they're all sleeping, Alright. King of Pentacles, though, to 10 of Wands, that's hard work pays off. Knowing what you're doing, grounding your energy. This is a system, once you get into the flow of it, right, and it becomes normal, or whatever this is, then I want to be like, it's just going to end up showing its head no matter what, alright? Because it's just going to be, The Ace of Swords in reverse, I'm talking about, this is like, not even just, don't talk about your system. How it works. Page of Cups in reverse. As someone else does it to you too, this is making you nervous. It's when you speak up and you start talking about, you know, future plans and stuff like that. And someone else is like, I can't do that. It makes her nervous. It makes her not want to go and accomplish her goals. Someone else does that to her. It makes her nervous. So, prominent message right now. One more, and then we're moving on. The Lovers. That's magnetic too. And then this is also with the King of Pentacles and that Ten of Wands. Remember how I said if you just move in, you know, just plant your seeds and start growing, it would suddenly become such a routine and grounded and rooted within you. It is who you are. People can't deny it. And it, you know, it becomes magnetic and things come into your existence. I want to be like, this shit, it just grows on its own. This is... Whether this is a person or something or a job, it's going to become something solid and grounding that you love. That is part of you. And it works. Right, so, we shall see. I hope that resonates with you, Leo. Jeez. So. Moving on to my Rebel cards. You need a big fucking hug. Squeeze. You have those mental hugs. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste your time on ridiculousness. You look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Backed. Clean yourself up. Packed. Alright, moving on. Message from the universe. Because you're the universe. So it's a message for you. Alright, before I do this, hold on you guys. I hope this is resonating with you guys, making you feel some sort of way. And if I make you feel some sort of way, make me feel some sort of way by hitting all my buttons. Hit the like, subscribe, the share. And the little bell, you get notified when I post dope content onto YouTube. So, you got freedom. But I mean, you're free to do whatever you want. Alright, liberate yourself from the manifestations of the past from what is often called tradition. Throw open the cupboard doors to reveal the skeletons and release the crystallized views of your ancestors that have manifested as your genes. Your genes are threads of reality formed by the power of your ancestors' thoughts and feelings. Let us say thank you to all who have come before us for their creations and all that they lived. For doing so, they gave you options and brought you to where you are now. When you were born, you arrived at the vibration of all of the generation before you wanted. You were the manifestation of the expanded previous generation. Each generation's job is to expand even more for the sheer beauty and joy of it. Excuse me. This is the natural flow of life. Somehow we allowed ourselves to become living statues, reincarnating the experiences of the past, becoming a victim to this. Your genes are a blueprint formed by the past to give you a place to start when you arrive. Your genes do not decide anything. You do. Liberate yourself and become who you know you are. You are powerful, Leo. Gang, gang. I love you guys. Hope that resonated with you. Until next time, much love. Peace.